A big anniversary because the Guide Dogs charity have been going for 90 years, Al.
Wow.
It's a long time. And during that time, they have trained 36,000 guide dogs.
And tonight, we'd like to introduce you to one of their latest recruits who has a unique challenge on his paws.
Loki is a 2-year-old guide dog pup. He's just started his first partnership with Tracy Clark from Stoke-on-Trent.
Sit, wait. Good boy.
For the past 10 years, Tracy has been living with optic nerve atrophy, a degenerative eye condition, and she has almost no vision.
Good boy. I started to realise that when I was driving, when somebody ran across the road in front of me from the right-hand side, and I didn't see him until he was on my left bumper, it really frightened me. So I went along to the opticians.
Good boy.
By the end of September 2011, I was registered blind. I did get very depressed, didn't I? I became quite withdrawn. Didn't want to go out. I just didn't feel any confidence to go out, and if I'm really honest, I came to the point where I was seriously trying to find ways that I could rid my family of the burden of me.
Tracy and her husband Tim are now retired. Along with their pet pug Ozzy, they live on a houseboat. In this environment, limited vision has been a big disadvantage. For a few precious years, Tracy worked with Oakley, a black lab guide dog. But when he retired 2 years ago, she was left right back where she started. Now, she hopes she can become more independent again with her new guide dog.
Loki was identified very early and tested in this environment. Low distraction levels, good concentration. He's a lovely dog.
Shipboard life is challenging for a guide dog. So Loki and Tracy are getting extra training from Alan to help them bond and work together.
Yes.
Most guide dogs, say, work in town environments or city environments, so they work curb to curb to curb and have a final destination. With Loki, he does a different route every day.
Come.
Alan has been very important because he's taken the time to understand our lifestyle. He's basically adapted standard guide dogs training to what we need. That makes it very much a team effort as well.
As the couple travel up and down the canals, their jobs are clearly defined. Tim pilots the boat and Tracy operates the locks that punctuate the waterways, something Loki has to be specially trained for.
We use something called clicker training, which it's click and a treat, so we can teach the dog to target whatever we want to, really. But hopefully today we're going to see him locating a few locks, putting his nose to the wooden beams across the locks, and then Tracy will have the hard job of opening the locks to let the boat through.
Come. He's beginning to learn now how to find the beam and find the paddle for me, so he will actually take me to those two target points, and he's actually learning to work the beams and the paddles with me, so which is pretty amazing.
With almost no vision at all, this job would be a huge challenge for Tracy without Loki's guidance. And beyond the boat and the canals, Loki's giving Tracy more independence and confidence every day.
A couple of weeks ago, Alan had signed me off to do my first thing on my own with Loki, and that was to go into a supermarket. The fact that I'd actually been in and done that on my own, without Tim, without having to give him a list, it actually brought me to tears. It was, absolutely ridiculous, but I came out of that shop and the tears were streaming down my face, and I did it on my own, and I couldn't have done that without the dog. I don't think I could have asked for a better dog than Loki. Loki is an absolute diamond. He really is. It's just bringing life back again.
Oh, we love
special,
Loki.
aren't
They are so
special.
incredible. Thanks to Tim and Tracy so much for sharing.